Alright, all you trash kickers, this is TBrown0065. Welcome back to another discussion episode. I'm going to be doing some more roasting of the leftists. And it's time to anger the leftists, okay? Because leftists are pieces of trash and they deserve to be ostracized. Now, what am I talking about here specifically? There is a situation that unfolded about Linus Sebastian admitting to using a hard R. Okay, there's independent content creators like Moist Critical and Tipster, where they show the clip, and what happened in the clip was that Linus talked about admitting to using a hard R, and then later on he admitted to refer to people who are intellectually disabled, not the black people, okay? He put a spin on it, after Luke corrected him. And the independent news commentators, said that if it weren't for Linus' spin, he would have, let's just say, lost his career, okay? My comment is that how about, okay, even if Linus did admit to using a racial slur, okay? How about you just let it go? Okay, it's that simple. If somebody admits to using a racial slur or says a racial slur, I'm talking about an online celebrity specifically, okay? Someone who's got millions or even tens of millions of followers on social media. How about you not care that somebody said it, okay? Because let's face it, people say dumb things all the time. And they don't do it for the purpose of being hateful towards a certain group. Rather, they do it for the purpose of being edgy and funny. While society may not consider it edgy and funny, well, guess what? It's edgy and funny in a way. If somebody were to use a racial slur or, make a joke about Jews or whatever the case may be, okay? You may not consider it funny, but it's funny in a way. Yeah, it may be distasteful, but at the same time, it's also funny, okay? The problem I have with society is that if you say something that's not aligned with their values, they'll try and get you canceled. It's that simple, okay? They treat you like you're a fucking criminal. When it comes to admissions, okay? Like, if somebody admitted to using a hard R, just let it go, okay? It's not the same thing as admitting to being a pedophile, okay? If you're a person who admits to being a pedophile, then in that instance, you should be investigated by the Federal Bureau, okay? Because pedophiles have no place in society, okay? They are garbage human beings, and these people should be punished, okay? But as far as, other things are concerned, it gets to a point where you can't joke around about stuff anymore without getting punished, okay? I mean, where are we going? That's what I would like to know. And I've seen some idiots out there writing articles that are advocating for leftist agenda, saying, oh, it's Christian tradition. Oh, well, they have superpowers. Bro, let me let you in on a reality, okay? These people do not have superpowers. They are fucking cowards, okay? They are cowards who can't handle spicy jokes. They can't handle, basically spicy stuff on the internet, okay? And okay, even if Linus did put a spin on his admission to using a hard R, I'm sure some idiot is going to take what he said out of context and make him seem bad. And then people will stop supporting him simply because, well, most people don't look into it. They look at it face value, and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Linus, yup, he's a racist person. I'm not gonna support him. Let's get him canceled." They basically they have the leftists have an agenda. Okay, they have an agenda to try to get you canceled. And they're like a threat to democracy, okay? Don't hand me fucking excuses like, oh, well, words have consequences, be careful what you say. they're just trying to get you to be super politically correct. They're trying to get you to censor yourself, which is something I am strongly against, okay? And I'm sure because of the damn liberals, well, guess what? We see violent incidents happen. Okay, the liberals have angered the violent actors and they end up doing violent things, costing several lives. Now, I do not condone anything they do. I think it's terrible to do such things, but I can understand why they're angry. Okay. Um, there are, when it comes to jokes, okay, I believe, here's the thing, I believe in what Rowan Atkinson said, where in a proper free society you should be allowed to joke around about whatever you want, okay? Which, I mean, yeah, well, to an extent I do agree with him on that. There are some things out there where I do agree that you should never joke around about. If you, like, let's say for example, you make a threat to bomb the NRA, okay, and then later on come out and say that you're just joking. If you're a person who does something like that, yeah, you should face consequences, because violent threats are never a joke, even if you intended them to be a joke, okay? Because we've seen people make violent threats and they actually carried out those threats and ended up ending people's lives. At the end of the day, violent threats are not something to be taken lightly. They should be taken seriously, because when you make a violent threat, you're basically putting someone's life at risk, okay? Like if you say, like, for example, oh, I'm going to go bomb this organization, if you're saying something like that, I mean, at that point you're putting the organization's life at risk, okay? The people who work there, you're putting their lives at risk. And that's the stuff that I am against, okay? And if you're a person who makes such statements, yeah, you should be punished for that, okay? And I know United States, they have very stiff penalties when it comes to violent threats, okay? If you're living in Florida and you're caught making threats like that, you get up to 15 years in prison and $10,000 in fines, okay? I know every state is different, but I'm just telling you what the law is in Florida. But, at the end of the day, threats are not taken lightly. They're something that people should take seriously, because something can happen, and I do not want to see that happen, okay? Um, So yeah, at the end of the day, it's people should be allowed to joke around about almost anything, okay, in a proper free society. But society is not properly free simply because people just can't handle it. That's the only reason why society is not free. Okay, people can't handle it. They act like they have to be offended by something they shouldn't be offended about, and then what happens next is they try to get you canceled, okay? And people who write articles advocating for a political climate, they're just trying to promote it, not fight back against it. So I don't know, man. This is why I'm grateful for people like Rowan Atkinson. He's a huge advocate for free speech. Okay, I mean, okay, fine. If you want to criticize someone for making a distasteful joke, you want to call him out and explain why you despise what he said. All right, fine. I'm not gonna hit you for that. Okay, if you want to call out somebody for using the N word that portrays black people, then go ahead. You want to make a video explain why you dislike it? Go ahead. I'm not going to hit you for that. What I'm against is when you try to get someone canceled, okay? Cancel culture is what I'm strongly against, okay? Because at that point, it's like because let's face it, we do not have a perfect history, okay? There's no one on this planet who has a perfect history. You all have said or done dumb things, and those things are like so minor that it's not even worth getting canceled over, okay? So, even if Linus Sebastian did admit to using that hard R, okay, I'm talking about the racial slur that portrays black people. Even if he did admit to saying that, how about you just let it go? It's not that big of a deal, because everybody does that. Okay, everybody says dumb things, and it's not worth getting someone canceled over. Okay, so yeah, all I can say, I mean, at the end of the day, all this ostracism shit is making me lose faith in this society. Like, you just like it's gonna keep going further to a point where I mean, I'm already almost at no faith in society. Okay, I'm already like almost at no faith. And yeah, society, these people need to be ashamed of themselves. That's all I could tell you. They gotta be ashamed of themselves for this cancel culture movement. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. I may not have talked about it before. Black Lives Matter. Okay, all of you are familiar with the BLM movement. Okay, and the reason why I do not support BLM is now, look, before you get pissed off at me, I'm a huge advocate for equal rights, okay? When it comes to black people, okay? Black people deserve the same rights as everyone else, okay? They are not garbage human beings, okay? They're just as valuable as everyone else, okay? Now, why am I against BLM? Well, the reason why is because people who are running the movement acts like they got power over other people. That's the stuff that I'm against. Okay, it's not their skin color that I'm against. Rather, it's the stuff that they do. Okay, they'll try and police you in every possible way. And yeah, that's what I'm against. No group of people should have the right to dictate other groups of people. Okay, how about just, let everyone, do their own thing. Okay, I mean, like, let people be themselves. Okay, why not just let people be themselves and not get the person canceled over that? Okay, because at the end of the day, they're not harmful human beings. Okay, the leftists, however, this delicate society, yes, delicate society is harmful because you're not going to let people be themselves, and then you're just gonna make them seem like evil people, and I am strongly against that. And yes, and it does make me very angry and concerned. Okay, so yeah, to delicate people out there, I just want to say you gotta be ashamed of yourselves for furthering your agendas and getting people canceled. Okay, your ideologies do not belong on this planet. They need to be in a fire. Okay, so if somebody admits to saying something questionable or does say something that, like if they say like something distasteful for the purpose of being edgy and funny, just let it go. Okay, because at the end of the day, they're not causing any harm. So just just go fucking live under a rock, okay? This is TBrown0065 sign out, and I hope that all of you have a good one.